Ladies and gentlemen, Special Olympics is for people with intellectual disabilities. Special Olympic Europe have a cooperation with the European 10-pin bowling. Special Olympics takes place in August and July 2015. In bowling, Denmark is represented by 4 players, 2 men, 2 women. These 4 players will play here in Lovang today in the 2 games mixed double competition. And let me present the 4 players for you. The first team is combined with Liv Køjler and Bo Lauritsen. And the other team by Helle Clausen and Jens Christian Jespersen. These teams will play 2 games, and you can start with 5 minutes practice. You're welcome to start. Please stop practicing. Once again, before you were starting, present on the one mixed team, Liv Køjler, Bo Lauritz, and please give them a big hand. And on the other mixed team, Helle Clausen, Jens Christian Jespersen. Thank you very much, players. We need the score system, is not ready yet. Now it is.
Now on stream on Channel 1, the special Olympic team who shall represent Denmark in Las Vegas this summer at the special Summer Olympics over there are playing at lane 19 and 20. They are playing at double against each other. They are almost converting spares at the same level as the players before did. Jørgen Christian Jørgensen, who is on his who is approaching the who is stepping on the approach on the entrenching now, has started out with a double so far. Let's see if he can continue. It doesn't look like it. Nah. 8 count. And a quite easy spare. And he picks up a football. It's there. Helle tries to recover after an open frame in the third. And she throws it in the right gutter. She's quickly up again. She doesn't want to think too much about it. This time it stays in the lane. And the spare! And the crowd goes crazy. Bo picks up a 6 spare. Now Jens is up on lane 19. And he gets a messenger onto the 6 pin. He's dominating right now. Helle is up again, working on the mid spare. A 7 pin count. And again, she's up fast. Oh, it's gonna go. She snitched the front pin and took out the 9. Left herself with an open in the 5th frame. Lewis up with a whole ball, black and red spare ball. She leaves the 10 pin. It could have been shaken out. It's interesting that she puts her thumb in the ball before she has picked it up. You don't see many players do that. And he picks it up. She makes the 10 pin look very easy. Who was up? Who was looking for a strike? Oh. He just looks at it, he didn't know what happened. It was right in the pocket. Now he's frustrated. He throws it pretty hard. Takes up one. As I said earlier, it doesn't bounce very much here in Aalborg. Jens is dominating. Double 8-bear double. It's pretty exciting, and it will be interesting to see if he can continue his great performance.
Bare få Bjarne herhen og hjørnet. Ikke lige i kameraet. Bare gå der, han står og snakker lidt om.
I'm here with Bjarne, head coach of the Paralympic bowling team here from Denmark, and he will try to give us a better understanding of what this is all about.
Yes, it's about people with intellectual disabilities, to make them compete in sport and make them a better life. In worldwide, there are almost 80,000 people who are competing in Special Olympics. Yes. And this summer, in the World Special Summer Games in Los Angeles, there will be 7,000 athletics, and there will be 3,000 coaches, and from more than 170 countries.
Okay, but is this bowling isn't in the real Olympics, but has bowling always been in the Paralympic games?
No, it's not the Paralympic. Some people are misunderstanding. The Paralympics are for people who has lost a leg or arm or so on. So the Special Olympics started back in the Kennedy family with one day camp.
Okay, I didn't know that. So special Olympics and Paralympics. Okay.
The Paralympics is every 4 years, and they compete on a high level. Here we are down on the ground. Yeah. People with some intellectual disabilities can also compete in sport on their own terms, and this is all about the Special Olympics.
And for how many years have this Special Olympics been held? Do you know that?
It started with a one-day camp back in the early 60s, and from on this has grown.
Okay.
And every 4 years there's a World Olympic Summer Special Games, and this year it's in Los Angeles. 4 years ago it was in Athens.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
We are reaching the end of the first game, and I don't know if they have any team names or something, or what I should call their doubles teams. But the team with Jens and Helle is elite, and that's probably Jens's fault. His teammate Helle had just made a 6 pair. Now Liu from the opposite team is up on lane 20, working on a strike. It's gonna be 5 counts, but it's a makeable spare. I'm not quite sure of the format, but if it's total pinfall after 2 games, or if it is you get 2 points for every 1 game, but I imagine it being a total pinfall after 2 games. And Jens is up, trying to convert a 2-pin spare, the 6 and 10 pin, and he converts it nicely. He actually could have been replacing any of one of the 6 Danish players here at the men's championship. Bo is trying to convert a quite difficult spare 3-6-9. It's easy to only take out the 3-pin, but he actually takes out the 3-pin and the 6-pin. but the 10 pin is left standing. With them playing such a direct line, they don't really have to think about oil conditions or topography and ball or choose of ball, or maybe on the cover stock or such, but otherwise they can just go out and throw it. And I don't know if it's Liv and Bo who only has brought one ball with them. I don't know if anyone here ever would think about bringing one ball in the European Men's Championship, but then it should be maybe urethane, something all around ball. Bo is facing a very difficult spare. He's trying, he throws it a little bit harder than his spare shot. Oh, he was close to slide the 4-pin into the 10-pin. I think it's quite good he didn't pick it up, because if the crowd did go any more crazy, it would explode down here. They're really excited about this. Ooh, Jens leaves a 1-pin, a 3-pin. The 3-pin. If he spares this, he can strike out in the 10th frame and make 221. He misses it. Sadly. It could be fun if he made a 1-game series which has a higher score than the average game here at the European Men's Championship. She almost just chops the front pin, but snitches the 3-pin for a 6-2 open frame. Liv comes off with a spare on the 10-pin, and she now has a fill ball and the possibility to shoot 125. Only hits 3 pins, it looks like. Yeah. 118. And Jens finished off his series with a very with a quite tough spare and ends up shooting square 200. Someone just came and told me that this was Jens's first 200 game ever. He has never shot 200 before, and in front of what a crowd. That must be quite a great feeling he has in his stomach right now. He doesn't really look very excited about it, but I think he is. He must have had some nerves to overcome playing in front of so many people. But he did overcome them, as we could see with his first 200 game ever. They started up on game number 2 now, and Jens and Helle is in the lead. Jens is stepping up on the approach now on lane 19. Let's see if he has completely forgot how to ball after such a tremendous great game for him. He missed the headpin. Leaves 6 pin behind and a quite difficult spell. He steps back to check if it's his turn to play. Fortunately it was. And he picks it up. For him it must feel like feel the same as when you make a 300 series, I think. Or if you haven't made a 200 yet, a 200 must feel like you, the person who has made 200 making a 300. I have personal experience about playing after a 300 series. The second, my second throw after my 300 was in the gutter. So. But so far Jens is better than me, controlling the nerves. They're having a talk down at the lanes with Bjarne. I can't really hear what they're saying. Liu leaves 7 pins. She has a nice balance and a nice follow through on her release. Let's see if Liu can. Oh, 9 pin. The 9 pin sends behind. Liu converts the 9 pin. And she looks quite happy right now. I think she's having a great time. At least it looks like that. Oh, Jens continues. After a tough spare conversion in the first frame, he continues with a strike in the second. And Bo answers with his strike, with a strike of his own. I think this match is gonna be intense. I have a feeling that Bo is gonna show himself right now. He looks like a man in focus. Ooh, Helle almost tripped the 4 pin. Helle misses it. She didn't look happy when she walked away. But her coaches is cheering her up. Liu is not gonna make the spare. She makes some funny faces at the way back from the foul line. It looks like she's telling her coach that it smells, and Jens has a double. Who is up? Can he answer with a double of his own? It's gonna hook. Oh, it did reach the pocket, and he has 7 pins. He has 3 pins standing left: the 1, 2, and 4 pin. He has a 5-step approach. No, he has a 4. He has a 4-step approach. He just starts out with his left foot and ends up with his slide step being his right foot as a right-handed. Quite unique style. Looks like Liu have got something in her eyes. She's taking off her glasses to get it out. There's a chance for Helle to make this spare, and she'd make it. there is a chance that Liu and Bo can stop Jens from striking right now. They really have to do something as strikes on their own, and that's not a strike. That's a 4-pin high in the pocket. At least he has to pick it up to give himself a chance. Jens is not going to back down. He has the confidence to stand with his hands in the pocket. He's secure in this. He knows what he looks like a man who has been in this position many times before. Been ahead of his opponents and know exactly what to do. Keep striking. Keep calm. Overcome his nerves. Oh! That was unpredictable. Only 4-pin. And he almost has not hit or missed the head pin in many throws, many frames. Oh no! He's giving an opening to his opponents now. Bo can make a strike and put back some pressure. It's gonna be Brooklyn. No. 5-pin is standing, glued to the floor. There should be a routine spare for a 5-pin, and it also looks like that for Bo. Easily picked up by Bo. Liu is up on lane 20. There is a chance for a strike. Oh, almost shaked it, but the 4-pin was standing. On lane 19, Helle is waiting for her turn to play. Liu is doing a 4-step approach. Unfortunately, she misses the spare, throws it in the left gutter. And as a right-hander, ends up on her left leg, her left foot with the foul line. Oh, Jens' teammate Helle has found a way to strike now. Now it's gonna be difficult. Both Helle and Jens are striking. Bo and Liu are gonna need something magic to happen. That's not gonna hit. Fortunately, he only hits 7. And leaves 1, 2, 9 pin. They are halfway through the second game now. Just 1 pin flew right, the 2 pin flew left of the 9 pin. So Jens is up on lane 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-step approach. Bo is taking. No, sorry. Jens is taking a 6-steps approach, starting out with his left foot, ending up on his right foot at the foul line. Very unique style. Almost just as unique as Bo, and he unfortunately missed the spare. It doesn't look like he's happy right now. He steps back to the ball to that thing that holds the balls, the normal balls, and looks down into the table and looks frustrated. Is no close. Helle almost picked it up. Liu answers with a strike. Jens stands up. He wants to shoot first to let Bo know that this is not yet over. He wants to put some pressure on Bo. Is he gonna do it? No. Left off the headpin. Leave the 2-3-8. It's a quite difficult spare, actually. There's 3 boards more to the right, and he had picked it up. 3 boards is nothing when you think about the lane is 20 meters or 60 foot long. Then 3 boards is nothing then. It's also unfair that they have to play on broken down oil, and also such a difficult one. I don't think Bo is happy about playing under these conditions. It's very difficult for him to hit the pocket. I don't know if it's the surroundings or just himself who is nervous. It's quite hard to see. Liu should have picked that up. Now she gives Helle an opportunity to take advantage of her open frame. She can do it. It's gonna hit the pocket, or just an inch high. Leaves a high 6-pin for the left-hander. Who is he gonna know? Quite hard to see it, how far she missed it, but it didn't look like much from where I'm sitting. Who was up? Now it's his turn to try to put pressure on Jens and Helle. And it looked like he pulled it a little bit. He pulled it a little bit to the left. But he has also missed right of the headpin 2 times in a row on lane 20 before he missed, or before he missed left this shot. So he tried to compensate, but compensated too much, and that's actually a mistake you might also see on the PBA tour in the USA, or also by players here in this European Men's Championship. So we are no more better than him. Jens is up. It bounced it, but he made a strike. It will be interesting to see if he will continue the style of bouncing the ball into the ground. or if he just dropped it. Maybe he found a way to make the strikes. Oh, it stands. She turns around and says it's unfair. Det er tarveligt, it's unfair. Well, she's right. It should have been gone down with the rest of the 9 pins. But she has to. Can she make the spur? Oh, just right. Jens is up now at lane 20, working on a strike. If he makes the double now, I think it's almost over. Oh. Well, it's the 1-2-9 pin standing behind. She should just hit right between the 1 and 3 pin. And then the ball should direct into the 9 pin. Oh, he's only gonna take out the 3 pin. Turns around disappointed. Looks down into the ground. But his teammates slapped him. They gave each other a high five, even though it wasn't a good result. That's what you should do on every team you're on. Team spirit is important when you're playing together. One man isn't better than the other. Or if you could say, there is no one better than the worst. Or the one playing worst. He hit the number 1 pin too thin, so it slides just in front of the 3 pin. Into the 10th frame now. And again it looks like Helle and Jens will be the winners. Jens wasn't happy about missing the spare, so he gives it a middle finger. Will it roll over? No. No messenger for Bo today. Now he's facing an evil 6-pin on lane 19. But it's still not enough to win over Helle and Jens.
Thank you to the four players. Please give them a great hand for their performance. And congratulations to Helle and Christian with the win. And for the runner-up, Liv and Bo. Thank you very much. We have a small present from Lovang to you. The shirt of the championship of the European Men's Championship 2015. Okay, once again, thank you to the players from Special Olympics. And for the second squad in the double event, we have an estimated starting time, only 15 minutes late. So the squad will begin at 2:45. Practice 2:45 in the second double squad today.
Gør det. Du se blå kugle, og så hårdt på. Ja, og så hårdt. Jeg har sagt det samme.